Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to the live US session. Unfortunately, I had some problem with the internet before, so I'll dive into the market and share our view. So basically, we see last week some strengths on indices, and I think so now we are due to some pullback. So I just share the screen and share my view, but I'm still bullish on US dollar. So I'll explain why. So this is the chart of S&P 500, and we can see now we have this. Let me move this one. Unfortunately now, because I had the problem with the internet, I have just one screen and it's on my laptop. So we are seeing now some resistance here at this 4,320, and I would like to see some pullback on indices, come back at this 4,200 to set up again to be a buyer, or otherwise want to see this previous resistance level to break and stay above, because if we zoom out, we saw previously some resistance here and price just heading lower. So we could see the same things, but I want to see price having some resistance here. So first option, I would like to buy lower. So I want to see some pullback. Also, if we draw the trend line here, would be nice to see some pullback, also rejecting the trend line. So price is doing like this, and also the 20 MA come like this, and then 50 as well come like this. So it would be nice to see some pullback on indices. Same view is on Nasdaq, and we see very bullish movement on Nasdaq. Now is 14,400, and I would like to see some pullback on this area around 14,000, and I'll position again on to be long. In the meantime, if I see some bearish price action on S&P 500, which is my my trading, my best trading is S&P 500. I always trade S&P 500 first because I like the spread, or what we have in IG is very low, and second because I like more the price action. So if I see some bearish price action, I show you now. So if this, I want to see this level breaking, we might see some, I would be some short-term seller on S&P 500. This is my setup for today. If I see some bearish price action, otherwise I'm still bullish on dollar, which I will bring now the chart. Let me make this the future dollar index. So daily time frame, we still on nice uptrend. Let me clear this. Okay, delete. Okay. So as you can see, we have this very push higher, phase one, phase two, phase one, phase two, phase one, Now we had this major phase 2. If you see previously, was very shallow retracement, just 1 day, but now we had 1, 2, 3 days. But pay attention on this bar from yesterday, which is this high test bar. So, but this high test bar on uptrend is not a reversal bar. So, and today we can see some bullish price action. So I would like to see some strength on dollar still, and I have some couple of pairs which I'm looking to be a buyer the dollar against some of the currency which I have on top of my list. Kiwi dollar, which we have a nice downtrend, daily downtrend. So if you see here, phase 1, phase 2, phase 1, phase 2. So we have this higher low, so high, sorry, lower high as a downtrend. So potential, we have phase 1 starting now. So we have 2 consecutive cycle. So what we have to do now is just dropping down time frame and look for the best opportunity. So we see 4 hour is still not showing the trend because this have to break this one. So price now have to break and retest this level here. Until then, I'm not see some best opportunity. Let's drop down 1 hour. So yeah, I want to see this 60-40 breaking before I consider to short the dollar, the Kiwi dollar. So I want to see price get lower and stay lower. The other pair I'm looking to is pound, because I like price rejected this 125.50, which we talked about last week, which was this one. So the downtrend is still intact because you have phase 1, phase 2. So potential this phase 1 start again. So, but yesterday we saw this reversal bar, which is not convinced. So we have this low test bar, and today it shows some weakness. So let's drop down time frame and see. Okay, we have potentially head and shoulder forming here. So if we bring this trend line here and we draw in this one, so this potential left shoulder, head and right shoulder. So I want to see this breaking a retest 124. I will consider to be a short on pound dollar. So this left shoulder, head and right shoulder is nice reversal pattern. So I would like to see continue on the short side. The other pair, let's see, euro, if still on the list. Yeah, euro is still on the list, but is a bit overdue because we see the big push down. So I might consider to short euro until 1 of 53, but I think so pound and Kiwi are there is more reward to risk, but still bearish on euro as well. Moving on dollar, Australian dollar, we see as well, but there is some resistance here. So we see some downtrend, but I'm not. This phase 2 is quite strong, so I'm not interested to trade the Australian dollar. Let's see dollar CAD. We saw some strengths last week on CAD, so we'll see this pushing down of dollar CAD, but still you see price action is very, like, we have this big bearish bar, and then pull back. So we might see some pullback because there is a resistance level here, 134. So let's see if we have another pullback on some dollar strengths as well. But the chart is not look interesting, so it's not on my watch list. Moving on dollar yen. Dollar yen is nice in uptrend. So let's bring this trend line up. I talked about last week. I want to see price adding this support level 138, but it didn't. So I would like to see some pullback, nice pullback. So at this support level where the price previously get lower. So once it break, have to act as a support. So I would like to see some price pullback on the support level before I set up my dollar long. The last currency pair is dollar Swiss franc, which we are see some. I think so. We have some change of trend now because it's looking like ready to change the trend after this bearish movement. Now price is heading up, so it's not on top of my list because I don't like price action. I don't trade this dollar Swiss franc, but we'll probably see some change of trend, and we already see some change of trend. So phase 1, phase 2, so it's benefit our dollar strength. So yeah, this is my view at the moment. I'm just waiting the US opening now at 2:30 and see if I have some bearish movement on the indices, because I want to be short-term seller and then set up again maybe at the end of this week or maybe next week to be a buyer again. As you can see, this SPY is the ETF chart. The pre-market is lower, but not much lower. Let's see, Nasdaq is QQQ. Yeah, the pre-market is lower as well. You can see on the circle box here. So let's see later on how it's gonna develop. If I see some bearish price action, momentum trade, maybe 5 minutes like this. If you see this as well, this trend line breaking, I will set up myself to be a short term on, be a seller. So moving on, let's see gold. Gold. I think so is adding to another resistance, and it can break through at the minute. So I want to see price very clear. So if stay below this 190.70. So because now you can see, so this you can see it was change of trend, but now is breaking this previous lower high. So potentially we have our first high. So if price continue to stay above and break this high, so I might consider to go long on gold. But until it doesn't break this one, I'm not considered to buy. or otherwise, if we stay below, this is going to be just fake out and stay below 1,170. I will consider to go long on gold. The other commodity I'm not interested because as you can see, silver still on the range, and potentially I want to see coming this at this level here, 2450, to set up myself to go selling the silver. And oil is very unlikely to trade because price action is not clear, and you can see there is no trend. So if there is no trend, I'm not interested to trade. To finish, I want to just touch base on VIX, which we might can see some. This is a major support level. We might can see some reversal trade on VIX because we can see is heading at this very low point, which previously as well. Let's see if rejected the level. So yeah, so you can see previously this was a support level and price just shoot up. This was support, and then every time it's touching the support, price try to get higher. So if this one start to get higher, we benefit the short term of indices short. So I just get as I refer this one to be a short term on the US indices. So yeah, this is the view. I'm so sorry for the previous live session. I didn't get the connection very good, so I had to move on. And guys, I'll see you Thursday for the live US session. Again, 1:30 UK time. Hopefully it's gonna be no issue. So thank you very much for tuning in. If you like our topic, just subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any trading opportunity or any trading tips what we give every week. So thank you very much and have a good day. Thank you. Bye-bye.